Okay, howdy legends. Back for another gym vlog day. Today is leg day, yes it is, and I don't even have a raise today. I'm trying to be good. I've made some big purchases recently to upgrade my setup, and that set me back a pretty penny. Not gonna name names or dollars. We ain't flexing like that. But yeah, it set me back a bit of dollars. So I am cutting down on the energy drinks because they are definitely, I think they're about $6 a pop. So if I'm sitting there buying them every single day that I train, that's $36. I can't be doing that. So, got my standard pre-workout here. I'm having deficit today from Faction Labs with a little tiny bit of extra alpha GPC just to get it up to the 500 milligram mark. I do tend to enjoy that. I find it helps with a bit of strength conduction for me, so hey, do what works for you, right? So I'm doing legs, yep. I'm gonna do now, I've tried to shift it around quite a lot lately, and things just haven't been clicking a lot lately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it back to what seemed to be working back maybe about a month or two ago before it was all getting a bit shit, which was doing my isolates first. So I'll do laying hamstring curl to activate the hamstrings, then I'll move it into seated hamstring curl to get the work happening without pushing it to the point of tearing my hamstring, fingers crossed. And then I'll be doing some quad extensions or leg extensions. Then once everything's firing off nicely, I'm then gonna move into the, probably the leg press, I reckon. And then smash some good sets of leg press, working sets. And then if I have just enough energy left, I would not mind trying to at least get some, even if they're medium intensity, but just get them firing off the stiff-legged deadlifts. And then maybe approach them with more tenacity next leg day to make them a primary compound. Either way, that's the plan today. We'll see how we go. Fingers crossed I can smash through it all and actually feel pretty good by the end of it and feel like it was a good leg day. I need a win, guys, when it comes to legs, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna smash down this pre-workout. Nothing to it but to do it. I'll see you on the other side, guys. I better warm up my glutes first. Yes, I'll do that, then I'll see you at the machines. Okay, so just doing a standard activator set on the laying hamstring curl, guys. We don't have to go heavy on this. It's just literally about making sure that we get a good 15 to 20 reps on each leg, nice and controlled, really firing everything off nicely. Remember, when we do this one, guys, we really want our glutes to be nice and tight. That's relaxed, nice and tight. Hump into the bench, make sure it's on, so that you can anchor and tighten up that tie-in. Anchor the origins of the hamstring, the part that's closest to the center of the body, that insertion into the glutes, tighten all of that up, and then away you go. That's 20. Other side. Nice. Okay, that felt pretty good. Let's move on over to seated hamstring curls now that they're activated and they're firing off nicely from the banded glute work that we just did, and also this. Now we need to make sure that we don't go stupid with it and really feel for the weight and reps and try to make sure we avoid any kind of potential tear feeling. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna start on 120 pounds and work my way up. Nothing too crazy. I'm probably not gonna venture as high as I did last time before I got that funky feeling in my hamstring, mainly because I want to see if, just give me a sec, I'm gonna raise that just a little bit. just so that my head's not too far out of frame. Because I feel like that's actually a big reason why I get that focused breathing. I think that's a way to call it. Okay, so this is pretty good. 120, we're just gonna do some nice controlled reps, focusing on keeping that same glute, hamstring, tie-in, activated connection throughout the whole set. If we can do that with 120, I think we can bring it up to 140, and then 160, and probably just 160 again. I don't think I want to do 180 like I did last time, which caused that weird feeling. And I don't want to go too ham because the plan is to do this and then the quad extension, leg extension, and then move over to the leg press after that. Okay, let's go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's interesting. I'm feeling like I'm not activating parts of my hamstring on my left leg. I'm not sure if it's biceps femoris or one of my semitendinosus or semimembranosus muscles, but whatever that is needs to be corrected for gains. So I might actually go a bit lower by a lot, by like 50%, and see if I can wake them up in this position so we can bring them into the heavier sets. So let's do that right now. We'll go literally only 50 pounds. And I'm also going to bring this seat a little bit forward. There we go, that's nice. Okay, let's do this again. That's definitely a good weight for optimizing form. Whenever you're trying to optimize form, guys, don't go heavy. Like, you're not going to be able to focus on the individual muscles that you're trying to target if you do that. Always go at a weight that is probably like 20 to 25%, even if that, of your max. So if you can smash the whole stack, do 20% of the stack to do something where you're feeling the muscles. I think a bit of a tip for me is I've really got to keep my chest up and ass out on both hips, on both sides of my body to really engage the complete fiber network of my hamstring on my left leg. Right doesn't seem to have a problem with it, guys. Okay, so we'll just give a few more of these. Okay, we'll leave it there. Hopefully we can bring that into the heavier sets. Do a little bit of stretching and some little bit of activation. Man, I'll never learn to flip this over. There we go. A little bit of activation. So hopefully that will help a little bit. See how we go. I'm gonna up it to 80. So we're on 50, now up to 80. It's kind of annoying. Now guys, I think it's something that needs to be, it's an elephant in the room a lot of the time. Something that needs to be spoken about is having to go backwards to go forwards in the gym. It's a pretty regular occurrence over the years that you train that you're going to be finding yourself going backwards to go forwards. If you're not willing to allow that for yourself, you're probably going to get stuck somewhere, or you're going to grow with an issue, and that issue will butterfly effect into bigger issues. It is like, for example, if someone's telling you that you're squatting wrong and you go, shut up, don't care, la la la, whatever, and you just keep squatting wrong, you're going to be, and then you do it for 5-10 years, you're going to have something go either wrong or you're going to develop poorly. And that's the thing, if you're willing to open up your, I guess, awareness to, and your ears to other people's knowledge or advice, and you're willing to learn and even admit that you may be doing something wrong, then you can relearn something, relearn how to squat. You might have to go lighter. You might have to go backwards a little bit. You may have to feel like you've just started out again, but guaranteed you will progress so much faster because you do have training knowledge, you have experience. Muscle fibrings in the legs, if you have been working them, should still be at least somewhat trained. So if you're willing to go backwards, drop the weight and start from scratch, quote unquote, again, not only will you progress, 5 times faster than a newbie because you've got some experience already, but it's going to be worthwhile, guys. You're going to be able to sit there and 5-10 years in the future, not only be way better than what you would be if you didn't take that advice, but you're just going to probably have dodged so many injuries, your muscles are going to look better, you're going to feel better, everything's just going to be better, okay? So sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards, sometimes you're going to drop the weight. Which leads me into this set. So yes, we are going lighter and we are having to re-establish a bit of a better relationship with the weight and the movement to get our hamstrings firing off a little bit better. How long will this last? It's not going to last long. It's annoying. It might last a couple of weeks at max, maybe a month or two, but I'm then going to be much better for it, and I'll be progressing 2 to 3 to 4 times faster from there onwards because I'm not hindering myself with a rock in my shoe, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get this done. So I need to make sure, if I'm going to go backwards, I need to make sure I'm doing what I need to do in the first place. Just go lighter and feel for my muscles that aren't turning on. Nice. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's go up from there. Next set. Let's go up to 100. Go from there. Tell you what, sometimes, very rarely, wish I had a training buddy just so they could push this down, make it stupid tight. I wish there was like some sort of hack. If you guys have a good idea for a hack that I could use to get this down tighter, I'm listening, because that is too much room for movement. In fact, I might request that this gets tightened up. That will definitely be a thing. Okay. Here we go. So I just did something in between my set that I think has just tremendously helped. Oh yes it did. Fuck yeah. I'll tell you in a sec. Okay. So what I did, that actually feels 10 times better. I was getting a weird little pain in the back of my knee when I was doing that. And that was actually starting to deflate me a little bit mentally. I was like, man, this session's gonna suck dick if that kept up. But what I did, see this metal part here, it's actually got a bit of weight on there, so I put my, the elbow of my knee, so the back part of my knee, I should just say, on there. So I was the other way around, but I kind of put it in like this. I don't know if you can see it, like that. And then I leaned back and dug the bar into my calf muscle, the origin of my calf muscle, the very top. When I say calf muscle, technically I dare say it's my gastroc muscle. The two-headed, it looks like ball sacks when they're huge. Even there, I've still got knots. So I might iron that out in between this set. And also my other knee, I didn't do it on my other knee, my other leg had more trouble, so that's a plus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on that. That might be a hot tip for you guys. If you're getting some knee issues and some pains in your, your legs, and you're firing off some hamstring curls and it's just not working and you're feeling it either uncomfortably in the back of your knee or just you're feeling it more in the top of your calf, iron those calves out. That's a fantastic way to do it. You could probably do it with a Smith machine too, but this is feeling pretty good. So leave it with me, I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna do at least 1 or 2 more sets on the hamstring curl, and then we'll move across to their quaddies. Whew, I gave them a solid roll out now at that time. Oh, both legs. In fact, there was a lot more shit going on in my right leg than I realized. So I think this is something that I'm gonna have to tend to. See guys, keep your minds open when it comes to your body, like in terms of its mechanics. Like, don't just write something off that your body can't do something just because that's just how you are. There might literally be just a tight muscle, a trigger point, if you want to call it that. You know, there could be a tight, shortened muscle or a long muscle that needs to be worked on. There could be all kinds of reasons why your body's not working the way you want it to work. But when you attack the problem, then all of a sudden you gain ability. It's actually really cool to find problems with your body. I know that sounds silly, but it is, because then you realize, wow, it's a problem that you can fix. Because then when you fix it, it's like you upgrade yourself. Okay, so that's it. We're trying to upgrade ourselves, guys. Okay, let's do this set. So it's on 120 now, so a little heavier. Let's see how this feels. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that felt friggin' awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more set. I do have a young fella who's kindly asked how many sets I've got left, and I've been here for a little bit, so I'll do one more set and then I'll be done. But that's actually feeling friggin' awesome. I might come back after I finish the compound today and do a few more sets on that, because that is chalk and cheese different. It's funny how you can just roll out something and have so much more mobility and ability after it. Okay, short rest, and then we're gonna smash out 150. So that's a pretty good little working set before we move over to quads. So we're doing 150 as we said before. This should be a nice, honestly, I don't expect this to be ultra hard, especially with how the hamstrings are now activating, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's buckle in. You know what? I'm gonna do 160 because it feels that much better. Oh, there we go, buckled in. Oh, yes. Okay, yep, that felt good, guys. Good way to finish on the hamstring curl. We're done with this. Let's give it a wipe down and go over to the quad machine, leg extensions. So we're gonna start at 80 kilos, and then we're gonna work our way up. Geez, words aren't forming correctly. I hope this focuses on my face and it doesn't do that stupid breathing shit. One of those things that I said at the start of the day about a bit of a spend is potentially a new camera. So if it happens to theoretically be a new camera, should solve that issue. So let's get this one done, guys. So we're just gonna start on 80 and work our way up. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully it goes well. Imagine if my knees just needed that like work through with the carbs just to fix the knee. If that's the case, my God, I don't know if I'll be happy or sad or angry. It's just gonna be great though, so far so good. That actually feels really comfy. Ooh, I'm even feeling it in places that I haven't been feeling before. Oh man, that is buttery smooth and no pain at all. Yes! Yes, pullers! Let's go up. So let's go, yeah, 120. We'll just jump up by 40 at a time. See how things go. Fingers crossed that my knees feel great. Okay. Nice. Felt great. Good sign, guys. 160 next. This is where it starts to be a bit of a problem. See how we go. We're at 160. This is where, if I'm gonna have any knee pains, this is where they'll pop up from. Okay, so fingers crossed they don't. Let's go. Nice, no pain. Shit, yeah, so that's good. Next set, I'm gonna go 200, so I'll push a little harder. Yeah, I know it seems like I'm pushing a bit hard too quick. Trust me, I'm not. It feels like I've still got quite a lot of room to move. This is phenomenal, guys. Massive progress. Okay. Okay, so this is probably gonna be today's top set. 200. If all goes good with this, I think we're going to start seriously like driving harder with legs from here on, because yeah, the type of knee pain that I was getting for the past couple of months has been no joke, like friggin' painful, and I'm not really getting anything, and that's just weird. It's like, I don't know, I'm a mixed bag of emotions with it, because I'm super happy but super confused, but the human body's like that, right? Overall, it's great. Okay, let's get this done. Whew. That was pretty good. Whew. Definitely feeling the activation. Am I getting a smidge of a feeling there? Yes. But that's the kind of feeling I get at like half that weight. So I think we're cooking with gas, guys. Okay, we're done with this. Let's move over to that leg press over there. Let's go. Okay, so we already did one set of leg press, just at 2 plates on each side, just to warm everything up. So basically, because I went fairly well with the isolates just before, I reckon I'm going to try and go a bit heavier today on the leg press than usual. Maybe see if we can get to 10 plates a side. So, just warming up, pyramiding to make sure all the muscle fibers get a bit more awake. I'm gonna flip this over. Oh my God. Can't see myself. I don't know if I'm in the screen or not. Yeah, so we're gonna try and be aiming for 15 reps all the way up until maybe 8 plates. And then we'll see how we go. Let's do it. And I think I'll be changing into shorts after this one because pants are getting restricted. Nice. Okay, let's up it to 6. Okay, let's get it done. Shorts are on, knee sleeves are on. Time to get serious. Let's do it. Oh, that feels so much more freeing. Here we go. Okay, not too bad. Feeling it a smidge in my knee, but overall not terrible. In fact, it's the first half that feels worse. The second half kind of feels better. Weird. That's all right. It's up at 8 plates. Here with the 8 plates. See how we go with this. 15. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you get the reference. Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay. Oh, knee held up great during. Then as soon as I put my leg down just then, wow, big pain. But it's not too bad. If anything, I was surprised at how gassed I was getting. Still got the 15. I guess the true colors of the cut are starting to show with the limited calories. That's all right. This is still some pretty decent weight for 15 reps. Okay. What am I gonna do? Do I go up? I feel like I'm gonna be breaking away from form a little bit if I go heavier. And I am worried about my knee because yes, it might be doing better than usual, but if I push it and it goes backwards again, I'm just gonna be so frustrated. So I'm gonna leave it at this weight. I'm gonna chase 2 more working sets, and I think we'll be pretty happy with that. Yeah. Nice bit of rest there. Okay, set number 2 of the 8 plates, guys. Let's bail these out. Okay. Whew. That actually didn't feel too bad. And that knee's not screaming at me right now, so I think that's better than last set. 1 more set to go, and we're done skis. I've got to head home. I've been lingering, and I spent a bit of extra time on those isolates and rolling out my legs between those sets. But overall, I'm fairly happy with this leg session. Better than some of the dog shit ones I've been having. Okay, a little bit of rest, let's do it again. Okay, last set. Let's get it done. Ooh. Woo. 15. Nice. Okay, so that's that done. Done with the leg press, done with legs in general. Probably should do a bit of calves. Might quickly bust some of them out. But I'm gonna cut today's video here either way. Yeah, so a bit of progress today. Figured out some aspects of my leg issue or knee issue that I might be able to work on. Getting those calves ironed out and stretched and whatnot. Either way, that's always good. So yeah, a few upper body days now ahead, which is always great to get legs done and dusted. But then we've got legs, what is it today? It's a rest day tomorrow, 2 uppers and then legs. So Wednesday is the next leg day. So get it done then. Okay guys, either way, hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great workout if you worked out. Stay making gains, stay on track with your goals. Keep on top of your diet, hydration and sleep. Stay tuned and keep squeezing the juice. See you guys.